Welcome back sa Kaya Mo Yan. Handa naman kayo para sa happy, healthy at iba pa. Ang pag-uusapan ko natin ngayon, partner, Emer, matanong ko nga sa inyo at sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, nakaupo ba tayo? Nakaupo ba tayo?
Nakaupo ba tayo?
Bakit? Kasi pag-uusapan po natin ang tinatawag na mga eksperto sa buong mundo, ang sitting syndrome. Yung palaging nakaupo o sedentary lifestyle ay tumutukoy sa mga taong bihirang gumagalaw. Ibig sabihin, kailangan gumalaw nang sa ganon, mas magiging malakas, malusog ang ating katawan. Okay. Nakakapag-contribute po ito yung mga taong hindi gumagalaw sa ibang health risks tulad ng obesity o sa sobrang pagtaba, diabetes na mataas na blood sugar, o heart disease. Kaya kailangan talagang maging maingat. Hindi naman maiiwasan, lalong-lalo na sa mga taong nasa call centers, di ba? Nakaupo sila buong gabi. O parang sa mga taong nasa opisina, may desk job sila. Ang sabi ng mga eksperto, okay, kailangan magtrabaho, magkayod, pero ito ang pwede nating gawin. Pwede po tayong tumayo every 20 minutes, pagkatapos, balik na naman sa ating upuan. Basta gumagalaw po tayo every 20 minutes, we are okay. Ano ang mga causes nito? Nitong tinatawag nilang sitting syndrome. Desk jobs. Lahat ng desk job, accountant ka, whether architect ka, interior designer ka, basta kailangan mo umupo o secretary ka, ay nako, yan talaga ang problema. Kailangan talaga palaging kumilos. Number 2, ang kulang sa physical activity. Yung pagkakulang sa physical activity ay nagko-contribute po sa ating mga iba't ibang karamdaman. Tapos, yung syempre, yung person na palaging tamad, na ayaw gumalaw, ayaw kumilos, ayaw maglakad, ayaw mag-exercise, ito po ay isa sa mga causes ng sitting syndrome o palaging nakaupo. Ano ang mga risks? Uulitin po natin. Yung heart disease, yung high blood pressure, at weight gain o obesity. Kaya huwag kayong magreklamo sa sarili kung tumataba kayo, hindi naman kayo kumikilos dahil hindi nyo sinusunod ang payo ng mga eksperto, ng mga doktor tungkol sa kalusugan. Kaya, okay lang. You have to sit down, okay lang yun. Pero every 20 minutes, kailangan gumalaw, tumayo, maglakad. Number 1, move. Move your body. Sabi daw nila, if you do not use it, you lose it. Kaya mawawala po sa atin yung lakas ng ating mga muscle, lakas ng katawan, kung hindi po tayo kumikilos. Number 2, kailangan kumain ng pagkain na masustansya. Huwag puro junk food. Okay? Bawasan, limit lahat ng mga processed food. Tapos ito pa, sinasabi ng mga eksperto, huwag lang kayong kumain dahil masarap ang pagkain. Kumain po kayo at isipin na malusog o masustansya ang kinakain mo dahil gusto mo humaba ang buhay mo. Hindi umiksi. Ito naman, limit alcohol consumption, bawasan ang pag-inom ng alak. Tapos bawasan din ang pagkain ng matatamis o mataas sa carbohydrate. Hindi naman sinabing bawal. Ang sabi ng mga doktor, bawasan. Tapos, ito po ang ating positive thought for the week, mga kababayan. I am getting better every day. Araw-araw, ako ay gumagaling. Ako ay lalong gumagaling. Ito po ang ating happy, healthy at iba pa itong hapon na ito. Ayan, dumating na ang ating expert sa turismo na hindi natin makakalimutan ng former Secretary of Tourism, Dr. Mina Gabor. At
hello, Cory. How are you? Still on your wellness and still on your healthcare.
Yes, siyempre para sa lahat yung kalusugan.
Talaga.
Habang hinihintay po natin si Partner Emma at Partner Ricky, we can continue already with the discussion. Alam ko
Okay.
na pinaka-advokasya po ninyo ay ang farm tourism. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
At may bago pa, Cory, may bago pa. After 6 years, we were able to finally get the Hilot program on the map. So,
Uy,
isa na sa
palakpakan
ginagawa
natin.
natin.
Paano po ginawa nyo yun? Paano? Alam ko
Alin?
matagal yung efforts nyo, no?
Alin doon?
Yung sa inyong, syempre, it is an advocacy, pinakamalapit sa puso mo yan. At saka yung sinabi nyo na you were able to include it already formally, yung hilot,
Yeah.
I know it took some time, di ba?
Yeah, tagal. It took us almost 6.5 years, Cory. Kasi we had to study how it was before during the traditional healing practice natin yan, di ba? So anyway, we looked at it. We found out there were 38 linguistic hilot in the Philippines. Inalis namin yun, talaga, 38.
Ano?
Oo, 38. So ngayon, after that, we took a look at yung mga seremonyas nila sa bawat area. So tinanggal namin yon, ang naiwan yung mga manipulations. And based on the manipulations, we were able to create a total, what do you call this, course, a 6-course hilot. Kaya yung hilot, dalawang klase yan eh. They call it hilot taal.
Hilot?
Hilot taal. Yung bang from the generations, it's a gift from the family, dire-diretso yan. So hindi masyado namin pinakailaman yon kasi yon talaga it's handed down to the family, no?
Bigay
we
ng
have
lola. Ayan.
Yeah. And then what we did now is hilot aral. Ito yung may course tayo. So we just graduated 16 of DOTs areas, no? The DOT areas, no? And now we're happy to say that we have a standard hilot program that can compete. It can be an option to Thai massage, Swedish massage, no? And we have Philippine hilot.
Nagtuturo nito, Dr.
Kami sa school, sa International School of Sustainable Tourism. We have a separate center called Hilot Philippine Development Center, which was one of the first to be accredited by the Department of Health and PITAC. So we're very, very happy na finally natapos namin yon. And we have
natin si Sekmina.
kasi meron na tayong option. Finally, we have an option, to do that.
Oo. So, ano ba ang next steps nyo para sa hilot na officially recognized na kasama ng Thai massage, kasama ng mga iba't iba pang Swedish massage? Ano po yung next steps ninyo?
We have to train a lot of people.
Ibang hotels sa buong mundo?
Yeah, we have a lot of training to do to make sure that everybody standardized. Kasi pag sinabi ng, lambawa, my friend nung araw, padala ko sa hilot, nakalagay hilot. And then they start with hilot, naiiwan, nagiging shiatsu. Hindi tuloy-tuloy. So now, it's now a complete program.
Ay, galing. So, sinabi niyo 38 different kinds of hilot.
All over the country.
Ano yung compress yun na condense?
Na-condense because of the manipulation. Inalis namin yung mga seremonyas, kanya-kanya seremonya eh. And then when you look at it, yung manipulation, meron palang tuloy-tuloy na makadugtungan yung mga manipulation nila. So what we did is we arranged it, and our chairman of the board, si Jimmy Tan, is the chairman of the board. Jimmy Tan.
Of course.
Yes,
of course. Kasama ko lang si Jimmy.
Yes.
Sa birthday ni Father Jacob Ganelian.
Yes. Tapos we have Dr. Sia, and of course we have the group, no? Jojo Bernardo is with us, sina Cora De Leon, and of course myself. So it's a center within the International School of Sustainable Tourism. So we are very, very happy Yeah.
Wow, sa wakas. After
Yes,
all
sa
these
wakas,
years.
sa wakas, finally we have something to really tell the world. No, we have our traditional healing method. No,
So,
So-
ano yung tunay na hilot talaga? Ginagamit yung mga kahoy?
ang traditional kasi natin, yun ang difference. No, what's the difference between hilot and massage? Kasi
Yes.
sa hilot, you don't start touching anybody until you have taken their vital signs. Kinukuha mo na lahat ng vital signs, yung blood pressure, yung respiratory, yung pulsating, and all of that. Kasi sometimes akala mo okay ka pag tinuha mo yung blood pressure mo, mataas, no? So hindi ka agad pwedeng tanganan, no? Not even for massage, hindi ka dapat tatanganan. So anyway, after 3 times na mataas pa, we tell, pumunta ka muna sa doktor bago ka magpahilot. You have to take care of that first because that's something that you have to do. Ngayon, kung halimbawa, pag nabigla lang, halimbawa, Cory, na napababa mo naman siya and then you want to do it, we do what we call the banana scanning. You use banana leaves. It's amazing. The
Ang galing.
banana leaves. Yes. Banana leaves. Merong nalalagyan mo siya ng numbers dito, pinidikit mo. And up to the lumbar, siguro mga 7. You will imagine, pag tinanggal mo, kung saan talaga nagpapawis ng husto, alam mo na nandun ang diferensya mo.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Gusto ko-
yes, grabe. Yeah, nakakatuwa. And then you do the dagdagay. Yung from the Cordilleras naman, yun naman ang dinagdag natin, no? Kasi yun ang nag-ayos ng mga sa paa, pinupush mo yon, ini-stroke mo siya,
Yes.
ganyan. Tapos, and then of course, the difference is the Philippine Hilot is using hands. Only the hands. Yun lang ang ginagamit natin. Only the hands. Hagod, haplos, dito, pindot, pisil, and piga. Lahat yung kamay mo, panay-kamay lang. Walang gumagamit ng siko, walang gumagamit ng paa, walang dagan-dagan, wala yon. It's amazing, how you can hold the person. Tapos tapos pag pinipindot ka din sa mga daliri dito, you do all that haplos. It's really amazing. Nakakagulat. It's ibang-iba talaga sa massage talaga. And then,
Para sa mga nakikinig ngayon, Sec Mina,
yes.
mas mga gustong maging expert.
Yeah, meron kami mga classes, yes.
Okay. Saan sila mag-enroll? At paano?
Sa ISST, tatawag lang sa amin. And then we take their names and then we tell them when the next class would be. Kasi hindi pwede rin na maraming tao. Kasi minamanage, no? So the most that we do is actually mga 24, 28, pinakamarami na siguro yon. Kasi kailangan binabantayan bawat stroke, no? So we only do that in pairs. Dapat dalawa ng dalawa. So 24s, 18, 20. Kasi silang dalawa yung magmamanage kanilang sarili habang tinitingnan nila how it's demonstrated.
Tapos sa Sec Mina, anong langis ang ginagamit nila?
Yun, lana, oil. That's it.
Oil.
4 lang yung ginagamit natin. We use lana, we use saging, down ng saging. We use the dagdagay, which is the wood, no? Tapos yung candle. Why candle? Because pag nagagamit sila, yung lamig ng tao lumilipat sa nagumagawa. So the guys have to really get their hands hot, no, and warm.
Mainit. O syempre para matanggal yung lamig.
Yes.
Partner, Emmer, yung volume mo, yung sound.
Yes.
Partner Emmer, meron siyang katanungan. Ano partner? Ano yun?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Nako, dami nating talagang natural healers. So,
Yes.
sa Cordillera, napakarami ring natural healers natin, di ba po?
Yeah. Ang dami. In fact, Cordillera, Palawan, Bicol,
So yung-
Mindanao, all over. Mga 38 places.
Yes po.
38 places. Kasi
Papatungan natin si Jojo, pero yung microphone ninyo, Jojo.
Jojo.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayun.
Yan.
Bakit kakaiba yung hilot sa Cordillera?
Sa Cordillera. Kasi
Yung different regions kasi, yan yung sinasabi ni Dr. Gabor na Taal. They learn it from their forefathers, different generations passed through the family. So, that site, we don't disturb them. We created our own standards, methodology. But most of these are based from the traditional ones.
yeah.
Ayun. So,
Yeah.
sa total, ilang oras, ilang minuto ang masahe?
Depends, no? We studied it. Bawa you just want to be distressed, ma-distress ka lang. 90 minutes to 1 hour.
Mahaba rin.
Oo, yes. Because dahan-dahan lahat ng ginagawa. Hindi yung, kasi sa spa, up and down, no? Di ba kung ginagawa ka up and down. Kasi
Yes,
sa
po.
atin isang hagod lang, pababa lang.
Yun.
Pababa lang lahat. At saka, may inuuna muna yung mga likod, kamay, and then yung lower extremities and the higher extremities. Meron lang ginagawa. So, it's very exciting, Cory, kasi, during our time, nakalimutan na ng mga tao yung hilot. Nung pumasok ang spa dito sa Pilipinas,
Yeah.
nawala yung hilot. Nung araw, puro hilot lang pinupuntahan natin.
Oo.
Kaya mukhang relax kayo. Siguro nagpapahilot kayo araw-araw.
Galing sa church. At saka ngayon, yung farm tourism namin, excited kami kasi March 4, 5, 6 sa Baguio.
Oy.
Okay, let's talk about
Kailangan pupunta kayo doon.
Yun. Maganda yun.
sino gusto mag-umpisa sa farm tourism. Anong ibig sabihin nun? At paano po tayo maging bahagi ng farm tourism?
Okay. Farm tourism is actually a farm that we have converted into a tourism area. And why do we say tourism area? Kasi once you let people go into the site, and once you make them do other things than farming,
Yeah.
Tapos ng mga sites, no, we have already food, meron na tayong mga events, meron na tayong mga iba-ibang ginagawa, then we start to become a tourism site, which means that it's not only agriculture, but now tourism takes care of the tourism side, making sure na the visitors will not be harmed, ang mga bisita ay are safe, no? Ang bathroom is okay. At kung tayo ay may farm stay, kailangan ayos yung ating higaan, mga ganun po. So, that's how we are doing ang farms at different areas.
So, ibig sabihin, kung sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan nakikinig, nanonood ngayon, at meron silang farm, at gusto nila convert into farm tourism, pwede.
Pwede. In fact, marami nga kami, Cory, mga nakikinig, kung minsan wala nga silang farm, after nakinig, naghahanap na sila ng lupa.
Right. Alam ko na yung matalik na kaibigan ko na si Isabel Ribas,
Oh,
meron siyang tinatawag na paraiso.
yes.
Talagang gusto niyang maging farm tourism ang kanyang malaking farm. Iimbitahin ka doon para
Yes.
bigay
We
ko kayo
have,
ng mga advice.
alam ni Jojo yan, we have a series of training courses. It starts with Basic 101, and it ends up to making sure that you have a farm business that you know how to handle, no? So merong iba-ibang subjects yun, merong marketing and finance, meron tayong edible landscape, meron tayong studies on how to convert it into organic, no? And then we have studies on how you do your culinary. Pagkatapos, we have studies that teach you how to do wellness inside. In fact, kaya umpisahan namin yung hilot because I wanted to have hilot inside the farm sites. Dapat lahat ng farm sites may hilot, hindi mga spa.
May nating proyekto kay Isabel, sasabihin ko
Yeah.
sa kanya.
Yeah.
Amin din, sa DK Blue Zone. We have a Blue Zone farm po. We will
Yeah,
we
sa
will
Blue Zone, oo. Yung sa Batangas, no? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, marami nang ginagawa ngayon. Ang dami-dami ng different things. At saka, you can have fish farms, you can have flower farms, you have rabbit farms. Iba-ibang klase. You specialize, no?
Alam ko yung perlas ng silang, sa Silang Cavite. Flower farm yun, napakaganda.
Yeah. Kumain na kami doon. Love namin.
Oo. Naging
Yeah.
popular dahil syempre yung mga magulang gusto nilang dalhin ng kanilang mga anak sa
Yeah.
isang maganda at lugar na maganda. At syempre, you feel healthy kasi ang ganda ng lugar na yun, malinis ang hangin.
Yeah, correct. And that's the reason why people go to farms now. It's really just a total change, no, from the tourism of before and our destinations before. Parang gusto ng mga tao after pandemic, talagang magliwaliw na sa masarap na hangin, may kakainin presko, yung hindi kinakain sa bahay, kinakain nila sa farm. Sabi nga nung isang kaibigan ko, itong mga anak ko ayaw ng vegetable. Pero nung dumating kami sa farm, naku, tuwan-tuwa, kain ng vegetable.
Kung saan farm
Diba?
ng kayong lugar nyo Check me na, parang farm din yung background ninyo.
Dito yung garden. Yung garden. Yeah. And then, of course, ang kabutihan doon, walang masyadong tao. So, people can actually bond together, And except, when I was in Cebu, gulat na gulat ako yung flower farm doon. Pila-pila ang tao talaga, no? They really enjoy the sights. Gustong-gusto niya yung nature.
Check me na, mabibilang ba nyo sa kamay nyo, sa mga daliri nyo,
Oh,
ang mga let's say, top 10 farms?
top 10 farms.
Ako, dami yan.
Ang dami, no?
Marami na rin.
Jojo, you can start with some. Si Jojo, itong pala...
Yeah. The closest one, which is a very magandang modelo, ay yung Costales Nature Farm sa Laguna, sa Mahayhay.
Oo.
Ay, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maganda yung area. May waterfall din. Tapos, pwede mag-experience yung mga bisita from eating organic food. Meron sila organic chicken, organic pig, organic duck.
Oo.
Maganda. Lahat organic sa farm nila.
Oo. Tapos meron pa tayong sa Cablon in Mindanao.
Yes.
Oo, near the perimeter of Mount ano yun? Anong mountain yung katabi nila? Yung merong monkey eating eagle. Doon sa kanila, yun. Isa yun sa mga paborito namin. And they're doing, Cory, I have never seen as many products coming from the farms as I'm seeing today. Lahat ng mga produkto sa mga farms are being developed and the packaging is so nice. Doon lang sa Cablon, yung ginagawa nilang
Yung mga homemade products.
yung makapuno na bottle, it can last you almost 1.5 sa refrigerator. Ang galing na nila, tumutulong din ang DOST sa mga product development, no? And then, and of course, we have the farms near Jensan. Nandun yung aming grapes. Even, nung una, dumunta ako doon 5 years ago. Walang katanim-tanim. Sabi ko sa mga tao, this area reminds me of California. Sa California, yung Napa Valley, no? Sa Napa Valley. Tapos sabi ko, dapat magtanim kayo ng grapes. 5 years after I went, my goodness, this woman won an award for her grape production. Because, it's producing grapes all year round.
Anong kulay ng grapes yun? Check me na.
5 varieties, yes.
Yeah, 5 varieties.
May red, may dark. Yeah, yes, 5 varieties.
Amazing.
Anong pangalan ng farm sa Jensan?
Merlita, paghingi ng farm sa Jensan, yung grapes. MBX Farm. MBX Farm.
NBX Farms.
Yeah. Ay, ang ganda talaga, Cory. Mag-enjoy ka talaga. And then we went to a Hito Farm.
Wow.
Hito.
Hito Farm. Masarap.
Kasi ang may-ari naman ito is a teacher who retired from Mindanao State University and decided to go back to Jensan. And then you know what she did? She created this metal
circular pan.
vats, no? Pagkatapos yung hito, hindi na dumadaan sa lupa. Nandiyan ang hito, fresh water lahat, and then organic feed. Kaya ang
Wow.
sarap. Ang sarap.
Galing. Organic, yan ang gusto
Yeah.
natin, di ba, mga kababayan?
Yes, yes.
Pero alam nyo yung hito, pag sobrang malaki, mukhang monster, ano?
Huwag mo naman kainin yung malaking malaki. Hindi ito talaga.
Ganda, very original, hito, farm.
Yeah. Ang sarap, no? After we listened to her, she gave us the traditional cooking that they do. Almost like yung Japanese eel. Alam mo sa Japanese eel when you go to the restaurant na meron sauce, may rice, no? Ginawa niya yon, ang sarap. And you can buy now those bats. Meron taga Cavite, meron taga Laguna bumili. And yes, the other day I was in Baguio, excited ng Baguio. Sabi na, tama-tama sa amin yan dito. Wala kaming lakes, wala kaming sea, wala kaming ano. So,
Bakit hindi sila isama sa mga DOT awards? Mga champions sila ngayon.
hindi ko lang alam, pero meron din kaming champions, Cory. Ayan ang in charge sa tabi mo. Si Jojo.
Jojo.
Jojo, give them an idea of what we have.
Yes, during the conference, we do have this annual conference on farm tourism where we invite successful operators to share their best practices. So, doon sa mga nakikinig ngayon, pumunta na sila sa Baguio sa March 4 to 6.
Yan.
Dahil nag-invite kami, yung mga speaker namin ay yung mga may successful experience sa farm tourism. So every 2 years, meron din tayong parang timpalag. Hinahanap natin yung pinakamagaling na farm operator. Ang tinatawag natin ay Outstanding Farm Tourism Enterprise.
May awards
So
kayo.
bibigyan natin ng award. So starting this year, we campaigned all over Asia. In-invite natin yung mga embassy sa Pilipinas to help us invite in their countries. So right now we are in the final stages of selection of the awardees.
Ay,
Yeah. So they will be invited to come during the awards on March 5, and they will show and discuss why they were chosen as among the most successful entrepreneurs in farm tourism.
ay galing. Ito ba isang
5 years
proyekto?
na yan. 5 years na kami gumagawa niyan.
Oh, so hiwalay po ito sa DOT awards, no?
Hiwalay.
yeah.
Oo. That's purely
It's
farm
different
tourism.
from the Philippine Tourism Awards. Kasi yung Philippine Tourism Awards, where I was, on behalf of Dr. Mina, I was one of the judges. So, we select it from the Philippines. Different categories of tourism. I think about 12 or 16. And one of the categories is the Farm Enterprise Award.
Farm Enterprise Award.
So
parang-
it's done last earlier this year.
okay.
And they will do
Mahina ang signal. Pero matanong ko nga, ano ang criteria para maging o para sumali, makapagsali sa competition na yun?
So, Jojo.
Jojo, habang hinihintay natin si Jojo, napaka-impressive din yung mga farms kasi SECMI
Yeah.
nga.
Yeah.
Parang bawat farm may sariling identity, di ba?
Yeah. Nakakatuwa talaga kasi. At saka ngayon, from the way we started, no? If you remembered, Cory, we started working on this to become a Republic Act 10816 in 2015. You know, we were in Camarines Norte and I met Senator Villar. Sabi ko sa kanya, ito ang sagot doon sa mga problema natin sa farms. Kasi kung hindi natin ipupush ito, hindi magkakaroon ng extra income on farm, magkakaroon ng and then most of the young people will leave the farm. So we have to create an innovation, no, in the farm areas na they will stay. And right now, Cory, what we see, all the innovations that's happening in every farm are actually initiated by the younger people, the Gen Zs, no? And kakatuwa. And what we did, we brought it to Manila, and then after November 15 na nagkaroon ng public hearing, in 2016 in May, President Pinoy signed it. Ito lang yata ang Republic Act na napirmahan nang walang nakakaalam, walang nag-object, walang dire-diretso na napasa. And we're very happy that it has happened kasi nung araw, nung ipinasok namin yan, there were only less than 50 farms that are farm tourism sites. Ngayon, I must tell you, there are more than 700 plus, almost nearing 1,000 plus. Yeah.
Sir Mina, ang ginagawa nyo ngayon ay nakakapag-develop po kayo ng isang sektor ng turismo sa Pilipinas na contribute sa ating GDP. So, as a former Secretary of Tourism, anong masasabi nyo tungkol sa agri and farm tourism?
Okay. Kasi when I was secretary, I really wanted to start agri-tourism. Kasi nakita ko na this is one product that is so close to us in every area na hindi nagagamit. But hindi nag-fly yung word na agri-tourism. No? And then when I went to the States and I was a guest of the YMCA, remember they were the first who started camping around the world, no? So pagdating ko doon, inimbita nila ako sa isang area. Sabi niya, you want to go peking? Siyempre, excited ako. Gusto ko makita how they do that. Pagpasok namin doon sa entrance, nakita ko yung malaking sign. Welcome to farm tourism. Sabi ko, naku, ito pala ang word na kailangan. Farm tourism. So pagbalik, that's when we really push for it. At saka pinaayos ko na yung ginawa na namin yung Republic Act. And true enough, after that, ang dami ng tawag from the farms. Ma'am, ano yung ibig sabihin ng farm tourism? Mga farmers kami.
Yes.
All of a sudden, there was a sense of belonging to the word, no? So sometimes ang feeling ko, you have to use the right wordings, the right things for people to get excited or to be part of a program, no?
Yeah.
Oo.
Congratulations, Sec Mina. Walang tigil, walang pagod. Tuloy-tuloy ang kanyang
Hipag
I am so amazed. Saludo ako sa inyo.
Oh, pareho tayo, Cory. Hindi ka tumitigil sa iyong misyon. Na maging maganda lahat ng tao dito sa
Pagkado yan sa farm tourism nyo, yung wellness.
Yes, of course. Yes, tama.
Yan ang aming ageless beauty of wellness. Cory Q.
Yes.
Jojo, gusto nyong imbitahin yung inyong paanyaya sa ating mga kababayan na sumali sa inyong Baguio event for farm tourism.
Sa mga nakikinig ngayon sa programa ni Ma'am Cory Quirino, inaanyaya namin kayo na pupunta kayo, sumali kayo doon sa konferensya sa Baguio, March 4, 5, 6. Makaka-meet kayo dyan ng mga successful farm entrepreneurs at mga makikita nyo may farm sa Baguio, Benguet area. So yung sa flowers, sa vegetables at even yung upland
So,
Mayor Benji Magala.
Saludo ulit.
yes. And ang nakakatuwa dito, sabi nga ni Jojo, why do you have to go? Ano-anong pag-uusapan natin doon? Marami, no? Kasi we're even introducing how to brand your farms, no? Kasi kailangan yung branding, no? So each of the farm has to be highlighted. Bakit ako pupunta sa isang farm? Sa dami ng farms, no? Which one will I go? So they have to learn how to brand themselves, no? And then meron kaming mga magsasalita tungkol sa latest development ng yung mga traditional natin ngayon na nagiging pinapasukan ng technology katulad ng weaving, no? Traditional, ngayon pinapasukan na natin ng technology na nakakagawa na tayo ng mga design And they will be talking now on what they're doing, no? In flower cultivation, in vegetable cultivation. Pagkatapos, meron din tayong mga magsasalita tungkol sa BIFAR, no? In fact, they're now looking at the right project. In the past, yung tulad ng pinag-uusapan namin nun din Jojo, yung HITO was part of the BIFAR program. Meron din silang inintroduce yung they wanted to bring back, to resurrect ulit, parang nangyari ng hilot, yung seaweed. No, ang tagal-tagal na laki-laking program natin sa seaweed, no, sa export. Nung namatay yung may-ari, nag-iba yung gusto ng mga anak. So ngayon, inopenan nila yung seaweed and they gave us exactly how to handle a seaweed production, no? So maraming mga taong interesado ulit, no? And then yung salt. Yung salt farming. No, yung salt farming, nakakatuwa.
Yan maganda rin. At saka yung coconut plantation, sana gawin.
Yes.
Tourism din yun.
Yes, definitely. It's part of it, no?
Yes. May part 2. Magagawa tayo ng part 2 after the
Sige.
the station
proyekto na si Emer.
We still have 5 minutes. Dami namin supporters Live sponsors. Kaya, thank you very, very much. We will see you in Baguio, March 4 to 6.
Baguio.
Mina, your last words to our televiewers and radio listeners.
Ang gusto namin ni Jojo is mag-register na kayo ngayon kasi ugali ng Pilipino, last minute, walk-in, mga ganyan. Kasi sa Baguio, we're hitting the peak season, no? At talagang punong-puno ang Baguio. And now, merong ending yung Panagbenga. It's ending up to early March, no? Kaya abutan pa nila yung Panagbenga fiesta when they come in. And so, hotels will be very full. Ang hiningi ko lang, kung magre-register sila, ngayon na sila mag-register.
May contact numbers ba kayo o website?
Yeah. Just call in itong 02-8442-2998.
Ulitin natin,
8442-2998.
May Facebook kayo?
Facebook, Melita.
Okay na. We will post it, ma'am, sa aming...
Hanapin namin farm tourism.
Yes. We will come on.
ISST Philippines.
Ayun?
Ang website, ISST, International School of Sustainable Tourism Philippines. ISST Philippines.
Of Sustainable
Tourism.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have a
Salamat.
short break before we go.
Sorry,
Thank you
nice
very
to
much.
see you again.
Carmina,
Jojo, Bernardo. Mga kababayan, dito po nagtatapos ang Kaya Mo Yan. Kasama po natin ang partner na ever the generous. Emer?
Yes. Maraming salamat po. Very good. It was, we're missing Chairman Happy Ricky Alegre. Nagkakasal lang po ngayon. And yes, once again, it is Emer the Generous. Thank you very much sa inyong mga napakadaming messages sa ating ngayon.
Ayun nga, dapat sagutin lahat ng mga katanungan next week, partner. Ako po si Cory Quirino. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. See you next week. Happy
God
weekend.
bless.
Inyong paboritong show.
Kaya
Mo.
Yan.
Yan.